What is up, everybody? So I know it's been a couple days since I posted a video. It really hasn't much been going on, but so old Nick's gonna get in on the action. But last night I was talking with my boss, and he borrowed me the money, or more or less bought these for me. My spark plugs that I needed, and even put the gap on them, which is pretty damn cool. So he borrowed it to me. I think we get paid this week, or no, yeah, this coming week. This Friday was when we get paid, something like that. So these were, it's funny because, you know, I'm used to just whenever I put in like spark plugs and whatever, you always just go for the best ones and go for the best parts, just because that's just usually how I do things. Just because I'd rather spend those extra couple bucks and you know that I got the best part I could for a couple more bucks, or even whatever. Well, I was gonna put in the iridium whatever spark plugs, and they were like 60 bucks a piece. But then people on here and people on forums, I was researching what are the best spark plugs to put in a 387 351 Windsor. Well, everyone's like, just use the Motocraft or the Autolite copper ones, cheapo ones. That's what the engine likes, and everything else, like I guess the double platinum ones, they're too hot, which I don't quite understand that, but okay. And so my boss is like, oh yeah, no, do you want the Motocraft? Don't use the Autolite. And so he's like, I'm like, I don't even think we have 8 of them in stock. So he went back and looked and grabbed them out for me, even, like I said, put the gap on there. And then when he also got 2 of these, or this, the boot protector stuff and the anti-seize stuff. So I'm like, oh, cool. So yeah, so right now I owe him about 27 bucks total, and so I'll pay that back to him on Friday, which that was really awesome of him, and you know, I can't thank him enough to do that, because now I work tonight 7:45 to 1:45 a.m. because it's truck night, and then I got pretty much the rest of the week off until Sunday, when the new schedule comes out. And I'm sure he'll have me work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or something like that, unless he calls me in. He said, yeah, normally if someone only gets 3 days, I'll usually have shifts that will call people in. But I also did get some extra tubing and clamps, because I'm going to hook up my PCV valve. I found out on the front of the, like, you got the front of the carburetor, and then down below that there's a plate, and there's 2 vacuum lines that I plugged off on the bottom of that plate. So I'm assuming that the PCV valve goes from there all the way up to one of those plugs on the plate on the passenger side of that plate underneath the carburetor, because it wasn't plugged and it should have been plugged. So, but yeah, so that's what's going on. Again, I'm sorry I haven't posted anything for a couple days. It's just, you know, there's not really much going on. Just been working, and yeah, working. That's about it. But as soon as I have a day off, which will be tomorrow, if the weather's nice, I'm gonna shoot a video installing my plugs and all that stuff. So yeah, so I guess the old school engines like these old school plugs. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, I just wanted to do an update for you guys. And yeah, I've also been reading this. I still want to get the Chilton one, which the Chilton ones are like 40 bucks, but eventually I want to get the Chilton book too, so that then I have this one and the Chilton one. And if I can ever find it, I can't remember who suggested it. I think it was you, Kabuki, but somebody said try to find the dealer repair manual, which I've looked for and I can't find it whatsoever. So if anybody knows how to find a dealer repair manual, or whatever it's called, for my van, leave the link for it in the comments below. But yeah, so that's everything that's been going on. Just been trying to stay warm and work. That's about it. Oh yeah, I had an incident with Betsy the other day. Scared the crap out of me. I was driving home and all of a sudden she just lost all power. It was like she was firing off 2 cylinders. I could literally do about 5 miles an hour, and I'm going, oh my god, what's going on, what's going on? She died, and I'm like, oh crap. She started back up, still ran like crap. I'm like, okay, so then I got up to one spot, and she died again, or I pulled in to one spot, and then she died again, and I'm like, what the heck? Sat there trying to cranked her over, and I was like, okay, what's going on with you? Why did you just randomly crap out? So I'm thinking, okay, I gotta call AAA, have her towed back to the campgrounds. Happy-go-lucky day. And as I'm going through my app on AAA to set up the call, I happen to glance over at my fuel selector switch, or fuel tank selector switch, and I'm going, oh, I wonder if I'm on the wrong tank. I'm wondering if I'm on the tank that's empty, like a dummy. So I flip it up to the rear tank, which I thought the rear tank was the empty one and the front tank was the full one, but it's opposite. I filled up the rear tank, the front tank was the empty one, I think. I don't know. I guess I'll find out if I run out of gas again. But yeah, cranked her over, and within a couple seconds of cranking her, she started right up. And I'm like, oh, good deal. So I just ran it out of gas, and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad I could run my tank dry, all with the brand new fuel pump that I just installed. Maybe I can wreck that one too. So yeah, so that was interesting. And she fired right back up though, so tonight I'm just gonna creep her on into work and get my job done and come on home and let old Bets rest till I can work on her some more. So, but as soon as I think that one of the biggest problems with how she's running and when she runs like crap is because of the spark plugs. I'm pretty sure that the spark plugs either weren't gapped properly or they're shitty plugs, and they just, with all the crap that I'm more or less guessing that with how this engine, with the old carburetor that was put on it, that it's not even a bad carburetor, just with the carburetor that was put on it and never being rebuilt, and with the vacuum leaks and everything like that, it just, fouled up the plugs. So, and the old gas that was in her for a while. So, yeah, so that's what's going on in my world. I'll try to put more updates, but you guys know me. I don't, my mom, she does updates. She's more the vlogger and of us two, and I'm more of I only like to post stuff when it's tech related stuff. I don't really like to post everyday vlogs, but let me know in the comment section below. If you guys want me to just post, hey guys, what's up, nothing going on, just daily updates, let me know. I'll start doing that for you guys. But yeah, so that's what's going on in my world, and I will talk to you guys later. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, comment in the section below, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.